Alright, let's smash through another question. So, the question is, the simple yield on a deposit, 9.5%. Sorry, I'll stop moving that around. Just there. Okay, so the simple yield, we're using simple interest on a deposit, is 9.5%. On the ACT 360 basis, so the actual amount of days over 360-day basis, what is the equivalent simple yield on the actual days 365 basis? Okay, so instead of assuming 360 days in the year, we're going to assume that it's 365 days in the year. What impact is this going to have on our yield of 9.5%? So if anyone remembers the formula from high school, which was I equals PRT, it's essentially the same thing over here. We're going to be just using C0 times I, so this is the principal amount, times the interest rate, which is R, times time, which is, I'm just going to call it N over 360. ACT looks a bit complicated, and that's going to equal the same thing, though it's going to be a different interest rate, N over 365. Okay, so we need to find out what is the equivalent rate over here for this to balance. So we could just cancel out already the two C0s because the principal amount, we just divide them by themselves. And to get this I by itself, because we know over here that this one is 0.095 or 9.5%. So all we have to do is bring this bit over here to the other side. So let's multiply both sides by 365, sorry, multiplying it by there. So we're going to have 365 times I times N over 360, and that's going to equal I times N. And when we divide N on both sides, that's going to cancel out, and that one's going to cancel out. And so this amount over here is equal to I, this new I, when we have the yield on an ACT over 365 basis. So to work that out, I'll try and bring out a calculator. Okay, so I've got my calculator, and where's the best way to position it? I'm not sure, but we'll try. Alright, so I'm going to essentially say that it is 365 times 9.5% divided by 360. So I'll just do 365 times 0.095 divided by 360, and that's going to equal 0.0963. So let's try that so we know I will equal 0.0963, which is also equal to 9.63%. And that makes a bit of sense. It's a bit less than the 9.5% because there are more days in the year that we're using now, 365. So the extra 5 days adds on, 9.63 is a higher amount because there are more days, that adds on the extra 1.13%. Okay, see you in the next video.